All right, so as you can see, I finished cleaning off all the pieces, and that's all the waste from the pieces I printed. So we'll move that off to the side, and the next thing that we have on the agenda is starting to put this together. So where do I start? That's a good question. So let's start with this tail. So I use Gorilla Super Glue. It's just what I like to use. So we'll just hold them together until they take. It usually is pretty fast acting. It's part of the reason I like using Gorilla Glue, is that it attaches pretty quickly. Make sure it's flat. So we'll leave that off to the side. Put it right there. All right, the next thing I want to do is the tips to the ears. So I have sanded off the rough spots on each of these. I think when I go back, I'll put a sealant on them like I always do. And I think when I do that, it will make it all one color and should make it pretty easy to take away the sandy marks. How does that look? Is it lined up right? It appears to be. I got a little extra super glue. Take a piece of this plastic and scrape it off. All right, again, we'll set that off to the side and do the other piece. Ooh, better put my lid back on. I've got some super glue on my work area, so we want to dab that there, dab it there. Make sure it's lined up properly. All right. Wiped off the super glue, put it on my finger. It probably made a big mess, but again, I got a little bit of excess off to the side. All right. Again, we'll set that off to the side. And what do we want to do next? So let's put the cheeks on the bottom. They fit on pretty decent. Again, we'll set that off to the side and let it dry. Now, all right, so the way this fits together is this goes in there, and then this goes in the center, like so. So that's what we want to glue together next. sure that's in there nice and firm. And then put the button in. So that's how that's going to look. Now, if I remember right, this goes on like so. Now, I've done some sanding on the pieces to get some, to get things to look better. Because my 3D printer isn't, it's just a beginner one. It can be very rough looking. So now these pieces come with a inside lip, and I assume that's what this is going to sit on. All right, so let's see if we can do this right. So it's lined up right. That's that one. Put some super glue on this edge. All right, so this should go on like so. So there's how it looks so far. Now, if I understand how this goes together right, this will go in like so. There we go. It goes in like that. So we'll put some super glue in there. Put a little on this. Darn. There we go. That's how it goes. And then the ears. Now the ears will go in like this. And like that. I have these in the right. Yeah, I have these in the right ways. Okay, so we'll put a little super glue here. And a little there. So the tiny one goes in like so. And the big one goes in like so. So there it is. Not bad for the first time I've done one of these. I think as I upgrade with my printer, I could get the quality up to the way this one looks. And you kind of see the difference in the quality. But I like it. It was a fun project. I'm glad to see I could make this. And I thought it turned out pretty nice. I got the ears in backwards, I think, yes. So there we go. Yeah, that's the way it should look. So, so there we go. It's done. We'll let it dry. I have super glue all over my fingers and stuff, so we'll let her dry out. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to my next project.